Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your 2024 reading for January, February, and March quarter one. I have laid out the Healing Light and the Crow Tarot for January, February, and March. I will certainly welcome you, all of you, whose time I totally respect and appreciate. I thank you for being here, whether you're new or whether you're familiar. And I will ask you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. However, when it's appropriate to do so will be quite possibly in the middle of this reading, and I can never find a way to stop and gracefully make that ask of you. So I will always do it at the end. Sometimes I forget. But the main idea is that I want you to be able to watch the video before I'm asking you to support me in any way. So thank you for that in advance, and thank you to all of you who support me in all the ways that you do. So let's get started, Scorpio, with your overall energy from the Healing Light Tarot, the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is about you feeling to be at a crossroads, having to make a difficult decision perhaps. The decision is not difficult. What is difficult is being honest with yourself about the resources that are actually available to you. There's something that you have, there's a talent, there's a skill, there's a belief that you have that is powerful, and that some personal or familial relationship dynamic is blocking you from accessing that, from admitting to it, to recognizing it. If you, as this card counsels, get the information you need about what look to be the obvious possibilities, the obvious choices that are available to you, you'll find a whole lot more opportunities embedded in that context, the context of your choices. And as always with swords, even though you are in pursuit of your truth, of the truth, this is about following your curiosity, asking questions, negotiating, getting more information, challenging your assumptions. And a lot of times those assumptions are so close we can't see them. So I'm also going to pull a general energy, overall energy from the Crow Tarot, and we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is about resistance that you're anticipating. The things people have said to you over the years, the response you've received from friends, colleagues, families about your goals, the things that you feel called upon to pursue, has often been negative, has often been seen as outside of the box, and in some way that is inadmissible, or in some ways that is dangerous. And you are now recognizing that haters, even if they're loved ones who you believe you know want what's best for you, they are just a part of having a powerful idea. And seeking permission from others is no longer the way to go. And this may be an unconscious permission that you're seeking when you consider the advisement or you present your ideas to people who you believe only want what's best for you and should be excited and happy about your pursuit of that. Haters are a part of any powerful idea or belief. And it is important, maybe haters isn't the best word to term that, because they're not all just haters in a popular culture way, but it's a convenient word that I'm using to remind you that envy, jealousy, or fear is a common response to powerful energy. And you know what you have. rather than allowing others to block you or to make you question or doubt yourself, it is important that you no longer allow yourself to be blocked by this resistance. And I think you're at that place. As long as you are considering the information that you're receiving, the real information you're receiving from this criticism, this negative feedback, maybe even unkind or cruel things that people say to dismiss you or your ideas, you are picking your battles as opposed to fighting or allowing yourself to be stopped from pursuing what you're pursuing. In January, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. These lovely queens, I love it. The queens are all about this receptive energy and the hard work, focus, dedication, and compassion that you are calling upon within yourself to move beyond a situation that it is time for you to move beyond. You're aware, and in some ways, I see the powerful tie to a way that others have perceived you, others you care about, because your ideas are different. Your beliefs are very different from what they're comfortable with, what they understand. Yet your willingness and ability to work hard at what you believe is important, at your values, to utilize the resources you have. You're very resourceful, Scorpio. The Queen of Cups is about the compassion that you have, even for those that can't find the same level of compassion for you, because you do understand the fears. You do understand the sense of threat that you pose to others you care about. So it's important here for you to really allow yourself to accept the limitations of others as you continue to build this vision that you have. You continue on your way. And with Pluto, your ruling planet, in the last degrees of Scorpio, the last degrees of Capricorn, by January, this Pluto will be ingressing to Aquarius. And there is this light at the tunnel. There is this sense of final release of these bonds, this resistance, this opposition to deeper changes that you see, not just for yourself, but for the world. In February, there's the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. There's a sense of teacher, leadership, guide that you are embedding as you begin on this more conventional path of obtaining, participating in, and guiding others towards this sense of cultural or ancestral legacy that you are now very aware that you are potentially a gatekeeper for. You've learned enough. You've gathered your resources adequately. You are versed enough in institutional and organizational media structures so that you understand the spiritual steps that are required for you to have accessed this legacy, this ancestry that is giving you a more holistic vision of abundance for everyone, the sense that there's an abundant universe that we can all partake in. And this indeed is a radical view. It is counter the view of our social structures. It is counter the view of those ideas that Pluto in Capricorn were breaking down. So as these structures are breaking down, you have a hopeful vision of what is available for everyone, how everyone can access abundance. And you are beginning something, creating something that will allow others to understand perhaps it's your path along this road to a kind of initiation. It's information, it's education, it's training into the ideas, the beliefs, and the spiritual motivation to actually embrace a world that is abundant, where there's enough for everybody. There is no need for lack. And I'm aware during this time of almost holy war, how radical this message is and how resistant power structures are to conceding to these kinds of notions, countering the narrative of lack, right? Zero-sum game. Some people have to have less so that others can have more. And that is not at all the vision that you are promoting through whatever it is you're starting, you're creating, you're participating in. In March, we have the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card. Whoa. At a certain level, you are still mourning and grieving the tremendous disappointments, some of the failures you've sustained, I suspect, through many of these relationships or environments where you have felt the need to finally release with love the power that they've had to restrict you, to limit you. And that this is a difficult personal transition for you. Getting to this place where you're willing to move on still is accompanied by the sense of regret, heartache, remorse, failure, and a kind of, at times, not a wallowing in your sorrow, but in your case, I feel it's almost like a milking of that energy to provide you the creative juice that is allowing you to build this narrative, tell this story. In that sadness that you carry, in the sadness that you feel, you have are able to turn to the gratitude with which you know you have earned. This gratitude is for your deeper ability to connect despite all of the material and superficial connections to those who don't share your vision. You have made that connection to yourself and to others who deeply connect to your vision, who deeply see your potential and who honor your ability and deservedness to pursue that, your worthiness of that. And you're grateful for that. In fact, the universe is meeting you halfway here, where it has felt to be an uphill struggle, where it has felt to be cast out of the garden for many of you. The universe is now recognizing your own willingness and ability to pursue that with love and compassion, with diligence and discipline, that vision that you see. And this vision is, of course, the sun. The sun is not only being who you authentically are, enjoying who you are, enjoying your environment, recognizing the abundance in every opportunity, but in your efforts to be creative, to work hard, to build something, you bring that sun for everyone. You bring that connection, that divine spark to the work that you do so that everyone's task is elevated. As you're enlightened, you lighten the load for everyone by bringing the joy, the creativity, even the play into that space. So I see spring and the ingress of Pluto into Aquarius as a couple of symbols of this incredible commitment on your part to sharing your abundant vision of the world, sharing an abundant world for others. I hope this has been helpful to you, Scorpio. I'm going to pull a divine crystal and ask you to like this video, share with someone who might find it valuable. Comment below. I enjoy your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel. And I pulled the amethyst. Trust your intuition. Amethyst, such a beautiful, powerful card, really echoing that crown chakra energy, right? And I'm also pulling a language of flowers, which I pulled the cactus flower, and the key word is endurance. Hold on, you can do this. Thank you for your time, Scorpio. Until next time, namaste.